All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Master Quogi's Master Builds. We've got another live stream for you guys. Let me think. Couple things. I don't think I streamed last week, which I apologize if you guys were wanting that. It was just kind of a busy week last week, but we're back. We're gonna be working on some Pirates of the Caribbean stuff once again. Gonna pull up the stream really quick on my laptop just so that I can make sure that it's all looking good. Just give me 1 second, everybody. Let me see. It looks like it's all looking pretty good on YouTube side of things, so I'm gonna leave it at that. What's up? I don't know. I guess building and stuff. My thumbnail picture, I had like kind of. Yeah, that's good. It's good that it looks good. Yeah, we got the camera thing sorted out, so should work pretty well. But lots of stuff has been happening actually. I got a lot of new 3D prints ready to go, and I guess I could grab a couple of them. But basically, I was like fixing a bunch of issues that they had, and what else? My thumbnail for this stream actually was taken from my New Orleans Square work that I did a couple days ago. Let me show you that. Let's see. Gotta move this somewhere. But let's see. Pick up the camera. Basically, how does this look? We've got like all of this kind of connected as it was intended, and I took that picture kind of from this angle, which looks better kind of down here. You can see all those tiles and stuff. Some of these I did a while ago, but then I did a bunch. But essentially this whole building, if I hold up the camera a little bit, this whole building is going to be at this like angle where it's at a different grain from the rest of the bases, because that's kind of how it actually is. Pretty cool. Got that kind of situated as it's supposed to be. Got a bunch of the boats there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Put this camera back. Actually today, gonna be doing some work on this side a little bit. I don't really have any way of showing what it looked like before, but yeah, let me show you really quick. A bunch of kind of some junk piling up here in the canal, but I actually redid this building right here, because it had like a beige color on the bottom, and then it had this ugly lime green on the top. It only had 2 doors, and they looked kind of out of place before. I'm sure if anybody is curious, it's probably in my older videos, but recently, or it wasn't recently, but last year I went to Disneyland and I actually got some pictures of what this looks like, because there's not much out there on the internet as far to what this actually is supposed to look like. So I went with the darker sand green, and it actually looks really good, that building now. But yeah, so yeah, those grill pieces look great for like window shutters, and actually these ones I've got, if it'll focus, there's a green behind them, so they actually kind of stand out a little bit. These are gray with gray, but they help to kind of look like kind of like slatted doors and windows and window shutters and things, and it looks pretty great. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get this filled in, maybe not tonight, but hopefully soon. Make this whole area look a lot better and cover over the plexiglass, because it's just, don't need to see the plexiglass there. And then also this section, my camera's not going to reach. Here, give me 1 second here. Okay, so this section here, underneath it all is the sort of the electrical parts of it. I guess I could, it's actually slides, so that's kind of nice. So you can see all of the things that's running the ride. So I kind of needed to put something over the top of this. And this was, it looked better earlier today, sort of. It was more finished, and then I redid it, and I'm gonna keep working on it throughout this stream, because it didn't really look good. It looked kind of yeah, that all the wiring stuff. Well, basically, at least from what I know, that's the Arduino. My older brother knows a lot more about this stuff than I do, but it's the thing that does all the light programming. It's also the thing that runs the lift hill, which I was showing a couple streams ago. Basically does all of that. It basically works all the code and all that. And that is just a large power supply. So that just supplies power to all of these things and stuff. And then there's a bunch of wires that are just running everywhere to connect different things, basically. So that's what is going on there. I don't think I'm going to be able to show the other side of this. Well, maybe a little bit here. I can kind of, gotta move that sponge. So that's what the other side of this is looking like, which is, it looks different than, or at least slightly different than did like a couple days ago, but it's not really a big difference. You can kind of see this part right here that I added. It's there in the ride, and I'm gonna be adding some more stuff on top of this. So this is gonna need some work, and then I hope to put some like trees and things so that they stick up kind of behind the building and things, and I'll make it look kind of interesting as well. And then where those bags are, I'm gonna be maybe doing some work there as well. Okay, I think that's about it that I was gonna show. Let me put this back. I hope that doesn't overheat. Yeah, it hasn't gotten close. It hasn't even warmed up. Because it's so large that for the minimal amount of stuff that it's running, it hasn't even gotten close. So I don't think it's going to, hopefully. But it's kind of a really heavy duty power supply. So let me think. I think that's about it. Oh, I was working on this a little bit a few days ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know. This is a piece that's gonna go inside of the canal, and it's gonna have a tread over the middle of it. At least this is what I'm hoping for the loading area in the real world. Obviously, I'm not going to be unloading a bunch of figures and things, and if I needed to, I would just take the boat out. But hopefully going to work on that at some point. Okay. I'm going to put that back. I'm gonna turn the lights on for the model. My older brother, he did some changes to the code. Those lights, it's not really too easy to see through the stream, but the lights for the Blue Bayou and stuff are slightly altered. They look a little bit better now as well. Anyway, I might try and put, I don't know if I'm gonna, so I want to keep that piece there, but I might be able to kind of put the camera, that's not a great view. Yeah, those lights, they're pretty cool over there and obviously all over the model. I don't know if the camera is gonna stay here though. This is not a good view though. If I built something to prop it up on, that would be pretty good. Let me see if I have something. How's that? How's that? Because I'm gonna be working in this general area. I think that's pretty good for now. I might switch it up a little bit. Let me see, let me check. Seems like it looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Now all that's out of the way. To explain kind of my vision for this area, since it's a cast member backrooms type area that I have no information or anything about how it's actually supposed to look. I am just gonna kind of make something up to fill in this area and probably put some trees. And I had this interesting idea of like putting like scaffolding like, let me get the part. I'm thinking about like putting like some of these pieces back here. Like you put like a couple of those, and then you put like the tops of trees on top. Ooh, that is not gonna work. Okay, so the camera is just not gonna stay there, but it would stay here, but that's not really high enough. I would have to like hold it. It would be like perfect like out here, but there's no way of doing that. Actually, on second thought, I've got another idea. I'm gonna put the camera back on the laptop and angle it kind of down. No. Angle the camera kind of to the work area here. Got all these figures that I'm gonna need to put away at some point. Case for the camera. And I'm just gonna move this piece down here since it detaches. That's what that side of it looks like. Since it detaches, might as well take advantage of that and put it here to work on. So that is what we're gonna do. Yeah, but yeah, so anyway, I'm thinking maybe if I put like some of these, and if I put like all these trees kind of need to be redesigned, but like, just need some leaves. Okay. I get some leaves. Put some leaves like that. And then like that. And then I keep building up from there. Like this. So that if you look at it from the other side, you wouldn't, well, I don't know though. You might actually see this, like this scaffolding part. So that's maybe an issue with this idea. But I could, no, I gotta redesign these trees so that they work better. But I might do something like this in the future. I don't know yet. So figure out with that. But for now, I'm just gonna be building more of this up and making it look nicer. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm going for, because again, I have no idea what it really looks like. Not that I want it to look like a warehouse, but I don't want it to just, basically what I already tried making this look like was just to blend in as like a log cabin, or something, and it didn't look good. I already tried it. I actually had all this kind of built up already earlier today, and it didn't look very good. So we're gonna be trying this, because I have another spot in the mock, on like the far side. I'm not gonna, well, maybe I can kind of, I don't want to screw with the camera, but there's another spot that I did kind of a similar thing, and it actually looks really good, and it doesn't really, it doesn't look out of place at all, because it actually just kind of ties together the whole mock a little bit more, because you're like, oh, okay, this is supposed to be kind of the back area, not what people look at, so they're not going to care as much what it looks like either. And in fact, you'd probably have like white and, you know, other colors, because, well, then you can see better too, right? So it would make a lot of sense, and that's just kind of what I'm going for. It's like, try and make it make sense, because it would be cool to do like obviously an exact reproduction of everything, because I'm trying to go for accuracy here, trying to go for, you know, as accurate as possible. But I think in absence of real pictures and information, I just gotta improvise it a little bit every once in a while. So I think, I don't know what I promised. I think I said I was gonna do a video if I had some time, and I think, unfortunately, I would like to have more to make a video about, because this project is just so slow. But I think I gotta make another update video and post that at some point, maybe this next week if I got some extra time. Because I feel like at least a little bit has happened since my last update video, like the lift hill was kind of a big deal. So if I don't make any update videos, then I feel like anybody who, you know, ever watches any of these in the future or anything, they'll be like, oh, well, you didn't really put anything out, so I don't know what to watch. Like, for example, if I ever, like, I'm going to this show in July to kind of display this at a Disney event that's happening up here in the Pacific Northwest. But it's, what's the word? I feel like if people are more curious to see more of like how it all came together, it's good to have those like those videos to kind of back it up of like, okay, here's what I did at this point, and so on and so forth. So I think I'll probably make, gosh, I think I'll probably try and make an update video maybe on Monday and put it out on Monday, because it takes kind of a bit of time to make those videos and actually make them at least somewhat decent quality, because obviously I'm more of a Lego builder. I'm not really a YouTuber, so I know deep down that they're really not going to be that great, but at least if I can kind of get the general scope and if they're at least somewhat watchable, then that's what I'm hoping for at this point. Yeah, the editing is kind of a killer, honestly. It's kind of like, okay, so filming it is not a big issue. I just have to get like a spot where it's quiet enough in the house. There's not a lot of other people around. Go ahead and film the video. And that's fine. It doesn't take, forever. But then if I actually want to make a decently edited video, well, that takes, a couple hours. It takes like, who knows, maybe like 3 or 4 hours to make a 10-minute video. I think my last video was like 10 minutes, and it took me, a long time to make a decently edited video of it. And yeah, it kind of just, it's a little annoying that it has to take that much time, but that's kind of what kind of the quality that people expect, I feel like, on YouTube. Like there's not a lot of room for negotiation. Like good editing is kind of what people stick around for. So if you want to ever like even if your video isn't really that good, you can kind of at least keep people watching it at least a little bit longer, hopefully, if it's decently edited. But if it's not, then they'll just usually just click off, and that'll be it. So but yeah, so what was I saying? I think hopefully then this coming Monday, because I have that day kind of as a not much happening kind of day, I'll make another update video, because I still want to do it, but it's just not a super huge priority all the time for me, because I think it's sort of more important to build this stuff than it is to just make update videos, because a lot of the time if I don't have anything to make an update video about, then what's even the point? You're like just filming little stuff that's not really that important. 1x6s are down here. Okay, let me show you guys how this is looking. Got some kind of making, so obviously there's like this brown dark tan with wood kind of look on the outside, and then obviously whatever this thing is, and then on the inside we have like this scaffolding thing and all of this white, because it's gonna look more like the inside of like a, yeah, see, these are too tall, but I might use something else to put trees on. I don't know. We'll see. Might leave this like this, because I can still see good enough. Gotta think, what do I want to do next? Oh, now I'm gonna get some 1x6s. Don't know. Yeah, I think I sorted all of that. Then we're gonna put this like dark tan sort of top on all of it and build up kind of a little bit of a facade here. Also getting over a little bit of a cold here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I was sick for a couple days. Okay. I may have asked this before, but how many minifigs do you estimate this will have? I don't think I've answered this before, so you probably haven't asked it. Let me think. So, how many minifigs? Well, it depends on a couple things. First, I basically don't have any minifigs right now for it besides what I've got in my own collection. And I had like very little figures last year when I displayed it at BrickCon. And I hope to, let's see, what am I striving for? I don't know, like at least like a couple hundred. I don't know. It depends on kind of how expensive they are, and then once I've got like quite a bit, how well they look, and if I need to go through and like get more or not. But yeah, I guess I hope to like, see, I'm just not sure, because I had like 20 maybe. I had like 20 figures that I brought with it last year, and that was not enough, like not even close. And I want it to look like underpopulated. I want it to look kind of like, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I guess it'll just depend on how much extra funds I want to, okay, yeah. How much extra funds I have to kind of get figures, because I'm not going to be too picky either about like, okay, do I have like all like tourist looking figures? It just doesn't matter that much in the overall scheme of things. So I think it'll probably be mostly just whatever random figures I can get, like on eBay, or I don't know if Bricklink is the place to get that kind of stuff. Probably not. I think eBay is probably like the #1 place to get that kind of thing. And you just get like bulk figures basically, and if they have like a decent head or hat or whatever. And another good thing about this is I'm not going to be doing, so I don't know if I've answered this either, but I'm not going to be doing like accurate flesh minifigures. The good thing is you can add just about any type of minifig. That's true. And I want to leave that door open a little bit further, because I'm not going to do any of the, I'm going to do mostly just the yellow Lego skin for the figures, because I don't want to go overboard. Also, there aren't really enough like different heads and parts for the other type, like the more accurate flesh figures. They're just like, they reuse like the same heads a lot of the time for like all the different like characters between like Marvel, Star Wars, I don't know what other themes have it a lot of the time, but like they reuse the same heads and things. And it's like, okay, but then what if, what if what am I doing here? Um, so that's too bad, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing the regular Lego skin look, and yeah, so another part of that is I actually have to get like a bunch of pirate type figures, and that might be a little more tricky because Lego hasn't released like a lot of pirate stuff recently. The last pirate stuff that they like really did was back in, I wanted to say like 2010-ish, maybe like 2009, 2008. It was not recent, so yeah, the need for pirate figs is kind of desperate because I don't have nearly enough. So I got to get like, that's like a special kind of thing where I have to be like, okay, specifically I've got to have like some pirates to put in this. So that's I guess another big part of this as well. So all things considered, I don't think it'll be too hard though, because like it's pretty apparent, and like you said, I can basically put whatever I want. And actually, I think the more like weird and maybe I get some collectible minifigures in there too, and you just kind of make it like a whole kind of madness. It's gonna be really great. So. Uh, but yeah, I'm not too worried about like having to get all of these figures, but I definitely need to start figuring out where I'm gonna be able to get these figures and stuff. So yeah. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use this. Do you got any ideas? Anybody got any ideas for what I should put back here? Like any fun stuff? Because I want to build that in as soon as possible. And there's not a lot that I'm thinking about. Are you gonna have an actual pirate ship in the mock? Yeah. I'm gonna, here, I actually have it somewhat built already. Don't know how I had this on here before. It's probably kind of like that. And then this was on here. Yeah. So. Mama? Alrighty. Sorry, that was my little brother. Anyway, here is the pirate ship that I've got. It's a little bit dusty. Um, I actually sort of custom designed the base for it, because it's going to be going in the water full time basically. It's got kind of this special rudder printed on there as well. So it's actually the first print that I kind of experimented with, and then I had to redo it a couple times. But yeah, you can see all the cannons there, and those are obviously Lego parts that are built around to make like the cannon holes. It's got kind of those staircases, and then the back, it's got the angled windows and stuff, and the back detailing with the gold and everything. I'm not too happy with the masts at the moment, but I'm gonna probably be changing that a little bit. Ooh, falling over here a little bit. Let me fix these. See, so these masts just kind of fall off, which is kind of the issue. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And then this is probably backwards. Kind of the broken mast there. And then this side of it is gonna have actual moving cannons and lighting up cannons. So it's gonna have cannons that move in and out of the slots. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Gonna move it out of here real fast. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty neat. Yeah, actually, that gets me to kind of another announcement that I kind of wanted to make, is the other show building. Give me one sec here. The other show building with all of the obviously the pirate ship battle and the Spanish town that they're kind of ransacking, and then they burn and all that. The other show building is, I'm hoping to get started on that one very soon, since I just redid all of my track files for the 3D printer and things, because for certain reasons, because we didn't know what was going to work and what was not going to work. And now we have a more broad understanding of what's going to work and what's not going to work. I am going to be starting to build that very soon as well, as soon as I get the base all put together and things, which is kind of going to go kind of where this whole setup is right now. So we'll have to see. We might have to do the streams on a different part of the table. Where'd my brown 1x4 super flats go? Just the 1x2s. Come on. Where'd they go? I don't know. I'll find them at some point, I guess. What else? I think that's most of what I've got. But yeah, so then for this, I don't know if I leave it empty. I really wanted to put something in here, but I don't know what. Like, I'm gonna try this, okay? we're gonna at least try it and give it a shot. Oh, I've got to build something for this corner as well. Welcome to everybody who has tuned in. We've actually got up to 5 viewers, which is very cool. Thank you for being here, unless they're just bots, but you know, that's kind of dumb that that's a thing, but it is. So, gotta build something on this side though. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'll be right back. I gotta let my my dog outside really quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so gotta figure out. I don't know if I want to build something with plants. Got kind of my plant parts in this bin. Maybe I'll build a wall and then cover it with plant life. Actually, though, I gotta do a quick measurement with this to see where kind of another piece intersects with it, because it's gonna. Oh no, part's falling off. It's just such a big gap, though. I could like kind of do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that with the plants. But I have to kind of build. I think I'll build it out by a little bit more than that as well. We'll do kind of. Then just, okay. So, kind of like this. And then, gotta make this like plant covered wall. And I don't know if I'll do like these bright green, but that might look kind of neat. Actually, I think I'll probably do the regular green and then put a brighter something on top of it. Or we also mix in these ones. Got so many different colors of green, you know? Lego makes all these different looks and stuff. So kind of confusing to keep track of it all. But been live for 45 minutes. It's crazy. Kind of crazy how time flies. All right, I'm gonna get started on this wall though. Got some of these type parts because they're won't focus this camera. Come on. Anyway, you know the kind of parts that I'm talking about with those. And I'm gonna use some gray. Got all these gray parts as well, which is nice to have on hand. And what's going on? Okay. Time is at 8:22. I don't know. We'll probably go for a little over an hour. The DaVinci flying machine, was that a, it's hard for me to keep track of some of these things. Was that a gift with purchase or was it an actual set? Just having trouble remembering, but I think that one looked pretty cool, honestly. I don't think I will be getting it, but as far as like things that are outside of my okay, so it's an icons, it's just an icon set then. Okay. Good to know. Try and keep track of these things. There's certain things like seem like they might be kind of close to what Lego would make a gift with purchase, but sometimes they don't, and it's kind of confusing. But yeah, so the DaVinci, the flying machine, yeah, very cool set, honestly. I don't remember when they released it, but it's been pretty recent, I think. But how is that set? Is it pretty good? Cause I'm most likely not gonna buy it just because I don't have a lot of extra. Yeah, techniques and stuff. Yeah, it looked pretty cool. I will probably not be getting it though, just because of. Give me 1 second. Gotta go let my dog back inside. Alrighty, I am back. But what was I saying? Yeah, just Lego makes some pretty interesting stuff that's like not sorry, I just had to grab some Technic parts. Lego makes some pretty interesting stuff that's not like part of their main like lineup. It's not always stuff that you would expect them to make, but they sometimes surprise you with that. And honestly, a lot of the times they're like top tier sets. So a lot of the sets that aren't like part of the regular Lego themes and brands and stuff, they're usually pretty good. Ooh, that's cool. So it uses like they've been putting like more like strings in sets again. I've kind of noticed that, like not all their sets, but a lot of their sets that wouldn't necessarily need string, like they've been actually putting that in, which I think is pretty cool. Like the Jaws set, which is one that I got or it was a present given to me last Christmas. That set had like strings on it too, and it was really neat what they did with them. Because obviously Lego sets used to have like a lot of strings and stuff, but then I think for a while the Lego just stopped putting them in. But then yeah, more recently they've stepped it up and started putting more other things in sets, which means maybe we'll get like Lego lights again, which would be kind of neat. I think that would be kind of neat, but I don't think Lego's gonna be doing that. It just doesn't seem like where things are headed, most likely. But that's maybe just my personal opinion on it. But yeah, so they released like that Steamboat. I think it's called like the River Steamboat or something. They released it like just at the start of this month, I believe. And I actually ended up buying that one because it looks a lot like the Mark Twain riverboat that they have obviously at Disneyland. And I thought, well, you know what would be kind of neat to put with this MOC is a Mark Twain riverboat outside of the front of it. So I actually ended up getting the River Steamboat, which looks like it's going to be a very cool set, and I'm going to modify it to be like the Mark Twain. So that's the plan, at least. I don't know if it's gonna work out fully, but it seems like kind of a cool idea. Anyway, alrighty, what am I doing here? Gotta grab some more plant leaves. I'm gonna try and use up as many of these as possible, so I have too many. So yeah, I got like a whole cup of these a while ago, basically. Some of these little ones. I'm gonna be using up a ton of these on this wall, and I'm kind of building up here. It's gonna look super cool. Let's see. Don't think I really had anything else to announce or really talk about, unfortunately. Kind of one of these boring streamers. They just kind of, not much happens throughout the whole thing. But, what else? Yeah, I don't know. This wall's looking pretty good, though. I guess. It's gonna look better once I put some. Yeah, I've got a ton of different leaves and different different parts for trees, because a while ago I was like, okay, I know that I'm going to be building trees, so I might as well stock up early, and here we are. Got a bunch of these from the Lego store. Like, I don't know when this was that I did this, but it was a while ago, and I haven't used like any of them. So I think partially because I don't like the way this piece looks. The more that I think about it, it's just kind of not the best. But if you like stack it up like this, like I'm doing, and I'll show you guys once I'm done. But it's it actually looks pretty good. So but yeah, I like the bigger ones more than these ones, but that's probably just a bias, not really rooted in any fundamental truth or anything. I think they probably both look pretty good, but it's just like a personal thing for some reason. I just don't quite like the way that these ones look. So I don't know if the gray is good. I want to make it look like a wall, but it's weird how like you can put like green behind green and it looks better. But we're gonna do the gray because I want it to make it look like a wall that's covered in plants, not just a green wall that's covered in green plants. You know, more industrial looking wall. And then on the inside, I'll probably put white again. I don't know, maybe that's too much white. I think actually I'll just leave it because it looks good enough from this side. How tall do I make this? I gotta look at another measurement really quick just so I know how tall to make this before it's gonna start looking off compared to the rest of the model. I'm gonna stack up some singles to kind of measure this out. Yeah, great. Doesn't. It's gonna look fine. It's not done yet. Got about 5 more. That's a tall wall. Gotta get about 5 more singles to go, at least in height, for this wall. Time is at 8:30. It's okay. Got time. Let's see. I'll leave those. Build up the gray wall a little bit more, and then put some more connector pieces on it. Okay. like crazy. I'm almost running out of snot bricks, which is kind of mind-boggling, but I might actually have to order some more of those for the future. I got some more of these leaves. And then once this wall is finished, yeah, hopefully. It's kind of been at this. I was working on this basically most of today, not all of today, but a lot of today, and yesterday as well. So, because fundamentally, the facts state that there is this show that I'm gonna bring it to. It's in July. It's close to the start of July, and I'm gonna be leaving on a trip at the end of June. And there's another event that I do in July as well. So all of these factors mean that I'm not gonna have a lot of time in the summer to really work on this. So basically have now until kind of the end of the school year, and then I basically don't have any more time after that. So gotta get as much done as possible. And unfortunately, the issue with this kind of this philosophy, I suppose, is that it's kind of not the you kind of have less fun when you have to get it done on a timeline, I feel like, because when you're just kind of screwing around and you just kind of just build because you want to, it's a little different when you're like building because you have to because of deadlines. So it's too bad, but that's just kind of how it works. And I don't think that I will really want to. I don't know what next year is going to look like for me yet. I'm probably not going to be going to college or anything like that. But it's definitely definitely kind of a big, probably lifestyle change. So I don't think I'm gonna have, tons of time to work on this all the time. after the summer. So I hope to kind of get it finished by the end of the summer, and hopefully by the time of that show. Do I think that will happen? No, probably not. And unfortunately, that's just how things work, is that I'm probably not going to have it finished. Will I have a lot of it done? Hopefully. Will I have it finished? No, probably not, because that's just how things work. So, can't really. Okay, so I'm at height, basically. I think I'm gonna fill this in. Gonna fill this in a little bit more. Then I'll show you guys kind of how this looks. I actually think this turned out looking pretty well, pretty good. Pretty much as I wanted it to. So. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around, put some of these, well, let's see, gotta put those away, gotta fill in this wall a little bit more with these gray parts. Here is what it looks like. Kind of this green wall. That's I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but that's kind of what I was going for. Is kind of this overgrown looking wall to kind of just overshadow some of this stuff, I guess. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna add some lighter green highlights to this as well. So let me do that. Trying to make this part stronger as well. Okay, that's better. Lighter green highlights. I've got to look for some parts. Give me one sec. Alright, so I'm thinking either this color green, probably this color green, because it's a little bit lighter but not dramatically so. And I'm just going to put a ton of these on top of what I've already made, because I have the parts at my dispense to do so. This is the kind of stuff that Lego can't ever make, because they have to be concerned about, okay, we don't want to put too many of the same parts in one set because it's going to be too expensive. But for me, it's not an issue at all. That's kind of some of the cool stuff that building these big MOCs can do over what Lego can do. A lot of the time, the build integrity will be worse than a Lego product, but some of the time you can actually make things that Lego simply just wouldn't make most of the time. So That's pretty cool stuff. And then I'm gonna probably build another part. Probably not tonight because it's getting pretty late, but some other day, and kind of ledge this out underneath because I still have to fill in that piece over the plexiglass, which I was talking a little bit about earlier. But yeah, I actually love these leaf pieces that they invented pretty recently. They haven't been around for that long. These are like the greatest tool that mock builders who build like greenery and stuff can use, because you can put them over basically anything and make it look better, even if it's really not adding that much. Here, I'm gonna show what this looks like now. Now that I've got the lighter green highlights, so pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna see what this looks like against the rest of the mock. Here's what that looks like. Kind of next to the rest. And down here, I know it looks a little barren, but I haven't put anything there yet, really. So I'm gonna make some more stuff and fill in this and make it look like more jungly, more like the jungle and stuff. But basically, right, because you get to this point back here, and I've only been back here a couple times. A lot of the times you can't get back here because it's closed off. It's an extra queue area back here. And the elevator to the Dream Suite, obviously. But basically, to my knowledge, there's just kind of a greenery kind of wall. Because they don't want you to go any further back and can't see any further back. So that's basically what we're trying to go for here. And it looks pretty good from most perspectives, I suppose. Sorry, switch the lens off there for a second. Switch the lens closed, I should say. Yeah, so that's the idea with that. I don't think I need this gray anymore. I'm gonna put these gray parts back where I had them. Yeah, so just little things like that. I actually think adding greenery is the easiest way to make a mock look better. If you don't have it, then the mock tends to look more ugly, and you see just the straight edges and all that. Yeah. Yeah, the technique with kind of covering up the wall, I think it looks basically perfect. So not really too much else needed there, but yeah, greenery is the trick. If you want to ever make a mock look better because something feels missing or it just looks too plain, greenery is the trick. Because your eyes will start to look at the green plant parts and stuff, and that's the idea. So I'm gonna bring that piece back down here and build up the side wall a little bit more here as well. This is an issue. I'm gonna fix that issue. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so overall mission accomplished, I think. I'm gonna probably get pretty close to calling this stream pretty soon. I'll give it about 8 more minutes. I honestly don't. I've been at this all day. I know that I didn't stream all day, but I've been working on this all day, and it just gets tiring after a while. So I'll probably close off the stream. What time is it? It's about 8:52, so at around 9 o'clock my time, it's probably close down the stream because just getting kind of late, you know. It's weird. I had this whole idea of like, hey, I gotta make it look like cast member area back here, but I have no idea what to put in this void that I've created. This like inside of a show building. It looks so plain right now. I have no idea what to put there. I know that I need to put trees. Give me 1 sec. I'll respond to your thing. All right. So the question is, are you building the ride or just the town? I'm building basically the whole thing. Here, let me show you actually, since I have the camera, I can show you what I have built. This is kind of what I made for the thumbnail. Gosh, sorry. This probably looks horrible on stream. This is kind of what I've built of New Orleans Square. Not all of what I built of New Orleans Square, but some of it. And then this, forgive the mess, is the top of the ride. This is where you'd load in right here. You can see the queue, and all the lights are on right now. Looks pretty good. I should show what it looks like at night. It looks even better. Sorry, part fell off. I'll fix it in a sec. Blue Bayou restaurant building back there, and kind of those bayou lights and things, and yeah, again, forgive the mess. Front parrot area. I showed the lift hill working the other day, but I'm not going to flip this around right now. However, I can move this a little bit and show you the bottom for it. Sorry, this might take a little bit of effort. You can see the Deadman's Grotto skeletons area. There's the treasure scene. The captain's cabin scene is kind of behind these rocks. I can't really show it. You can see kind of the guy laying there. There's the downhill coming from up above. You can kind of see the lightning from here as well. Actually, something that's pretty cool is you can see, I don't know if you can really see, this camera only reaches so far. So, but yeah, so then over here is the camera will settle out a little bit, is the front of the building, you know, where you enter in underneath the bridge there. Front of the building, there's all of what I've got of the Spanish town that the pirates are invading, the Conquistador fort, and the pirate ship, which I showed on stream just a little bit ago, and the trains, the New Orleans Square train station, which I completed on stream a little while ago. But yeah, so that's that's what we've got. Here's, I guess, final thing to show. Here's one of the ride boats, if you're curious. Which I made this out of, I basically custom designed a Lego looking Pirates of the Caribbean ride vehicle and then used a 3D printer to make it. But yeah, so the New Orleans Square is actually kind of a separate add-on, sort of. Yeah, that boat design is something else. Honestly, it took me, because I've learned a lot with stuff. Basically, I had this all made, and I actually printed one out, and it did not come out correctly because I didn't have the knowledge that I do now, where now I can pump out, like, I made like 10 files in one day. This took me days and days and days, and then I had to redo it. I had to remake it, so very cool stuff. But yeah, New Orleans Square is kind of a separate addition that I did want to do from the beginning, like I explained in my video. And by the way, for anybody who's watching, I made a video, I think it was update like 21 or something on my channel. Very in-depth video where I showed closer up everything that I just kind of briefly went over right now. Very good video to kind of watch and just kind of show. And I was saying that I have to make another video pretty soon showing what I've done more recently than even that one, because stuff has happened. The lift hill I got working on stream a couple streams ago. So anyway, hope that answers your question. But yes, I am building the ride as well. It's very big, very takes up a lot of space, takes up a lot of time. So appreciate everybody that's shown up. But with that, I think that we'll about call it. Let me put this back. Let me fix this roof that I just broke while I was picking up the camera. Let me tip this up. Focus, please. Okay, yeah, my voice is gone too. I can feel it. Anyway, pleasure to have you all on the stream. Hopefully, I will be doing another stream next week at probably Friday again. It's kind of my day now to do it. And yeah, I love chatting with everybody who shows up. And yeah, so I hope to make another update video as well and put that on my channel hopefully Monday. We'll see. I can't fully promise anything, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thank you all for showing up for the stream. Gotta call it because it's just getting kind of late and I've been at this all day. So yeah, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, happy to be here. Yeah, again, thank you all for showing up. Hope to see you next time. Yep, take care, and I'll see you all later. All right, bye.